everyone, this is Amy Shahinsky with Fun with Stamping, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I'm going to share with you this lovely Christmas card using the Serendipity technique with scrap paper. So grab your coffee, we're going to jump right in. This technique is great to use up any scrap that you have, and I just happen to have a bunch of the Heartfelt Hugs Designer Series paper. So all I do is I start with is just tearing off the straight edges and tearing them into very different sizes and shapes until you have a nice pile. And then when you have your pile, I like to work on this craft silicone sheet because sometimes when you're gluing it down, you're gonna have adhesive on the back side and it really messes up your workstation. So you just grab a piece of scrap paper, any color, doesn't matter. You use your liquid glue and you're gonna glue on your scrap paper, overlapping and covering all of the spaces. Then our stitched triangles, they come in 19 dies to this set, and I think these look great for Christmas trees. So this is the second largest, and this is the third largest from this grouping of this triangle, the isosceles triangle. And you're going to lay that there, and lay that there, and then you're going to run that through your Big Shot or whatever die cutting machine you have. And what that's going to give you is two lovely Christmas trees. But this card needed a little bling, so I took the grouping of the traditional triangle with 3 equal sides, and this is the second largest of the die, and I cut it out in gold foil. I wanted to add a little texture to it, so I took our subtle embossing folder and I ran the triangle through, and I got this lovely tree. So that's gonna go like that. But I'm not done with the stitch layers. I took the smallest of the oval stitch die and I ran it through a scrap of Whisper White to get this, and I stamped "'Tis the Season" on it. And "'Tis the Season" comes from the stamp set Itty Bitty Greetings. Oh, the glare is not too bad. And I love this set. It's got so many expressions for all kinds of occasions, and I like that they're small. They fit in so many of our punches and dies, and really great to add onto our cards. So that's one of my go-to sets. I put 2 dimensionals on the back because I want a little height to that one. It's gonna go there. And then I also use the largest of the rectangle dies to do the top Whisper White layer. Now, can you see the bit of green flecks on here? This card had a lot going on, but I still wanted something for the background, but no snowflakes were gonna work, and I didn't want it to overpower or fight with the patterns. So all I did is I take my Stampin' Right marker in the Old Olive, and I'm gonna use I call this the paintbrush side. To get these flicks of green, take off your lid and catch your tip just on the edge. Now don't be too aggressive because you don't want to break the tip or damage it, but if you just do it gently and throughout the whole thing, it will give you a nice splatter look. Perfect for this card. The braided linen thread in Real Red, it's in the new holiday catalog. This stuff is great. We also have it in our main catalog in just the regular crumb cake color, but this is in Real Red, and I love it. It makes a great bow. It's very bendy. It's very easy to work with. But if you pull at the weave, you can change the look of it and make it very messy, which I thought would work great with all my patterns. So when you're doing this, just remember that as you're pulling it, you're going to shrink it. So don't think you need like an extra couple inches so you have enough so it can wrap around the edges. Okay, so now we're ready to put our card together. We have our Whisper White card base, our A2, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and then scored at 4 1/4. Then we have our green Old Olive layer, and this measures 5 3/8 by 4. And then we have our white layer with our splatters. And again, before you glue that down, make sure you tuck your red ribbon under, like that. Then we have our "'Tis the Season" with our dimensionals and our red diamonds. I took my gold tree first. Oh, we need trunks. I just cut some scraps of soft suede to make some tree trunks. So I glued the gold tree down with my snail. I took the larger of the pattern trees, that went with snail. And then the smaller of the pattern trees, I added some dimensionals to that to complete the card. And there we have a Serendipity tree Christmas card. Now again, all the information with the dimensions and the product used are going to be offered on my blog today, as well as you can purchase any of this product right from my store. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'd love to help, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.